I greet this day with a love in my heart. Welcome to Indian Stock Mind Dynamics. Today the tip of the day is TFC technique part 10. Please be with me. In the meanwhile, today being 16th May 2019, let's make this day the worth remembering. 16 May in 1975, Sikkim High Court was established in Gangtok and Sikkim became 22nd state in India. The same day, 16th May 1996, Atal Krishna Bihari Vajpayee became the 10th Prime Minister of India. He is sworn as the 10th Prime Minister, and he was in the tenure of starting from 16th May 1996 to 28th May 1996. Now this day, 16th May, is also considered to be Biographer's Day and as well as Lavatory Day. Planetary, it's easy, but nurturing it and loving it is an act which we have to take and understand everybody. Let's do it. Okay? Love it really. Now when I hear this information, how the tree can give a shelter, fruits and whatnot to the human as well as to the other creatures on the earth like birds, insects. It's become so, though it is immovable, it stands in one place. See, the onion tree lives for 9 weeks, whereas the king of oak tree lives for 100 years. So let us be a oak tree then live a short period of what you say a onion tree. Now coming to my subject, the think, feel and choose technique. For the last 10 episodes, I've been emphasizing on this. When we think, we become. When we feel, we attract. When we imagine or choose, we create. And also biological factor about brain and as well as mind, I have quoted in some of these videos. Now my ideas to bring out this information to you is very simple. Our mind can dictate the brain to modify according to our thought forms, and that brain biochemicals can do wonders to you. That's the reason I brought it to this subject. And I must thank Dr. Kerala, a book written by her. It's called Switch on Your Brain, which gave me these insights, and this credit goes to her also. Now when I come into the end, choose, it's a very, very important factor. We think, we process it and we feel it. At the same time, at the time of feeling, we'll choose information, choose events and circumstances depend on our intensified interest. When we choose, we focus, then we'll pay our intuitive attention to that, and it becomes materialized object of what we desire. Now, Mahatma Gandhi in 1913, when before he returning back to India, he'd been to South Africa to practice his law. But you know very well, because of the racial impairment and the racial atrocities by British, he came back to India and chosen to drive the British away from India with one beautiful principle he adopted was ahimsa, non-violence. This non-violence principle was shaken the British mighty emperor, and they left us and gave us independence in 1847, August 15th. We all know that. But what I'm trying to tell, this man, this ordinary man, would choose in such a strong feelings, consistently convert that into courage. In one of his quotes he says, "It is very easy to be with the crowd but it's very difficult to stand alone. That's what Mahatma Gandhi says. I like that phrase. It's very difficult to stand alone, but it's very easy to be in the crowd. That's what the students of any stream, they take the subjects and study and they wanted to be one of the crowd. No, you had to be stand alone, as Mahatma Gandhi said. Here, I remember when Swami Vivekananda, when he was studying BA, in one of his lecture, particularly in English, a British lecturer by name Henry, he was taking a class, English session. In that session, he was talking about Wordsworth's poem. In that, there is a word called ecstasy. Swami Vivekananda stood up and asked that lecturer, Henry, so what does it mean, ecstasy? Can you please explain? The British, the lecturer, he just gave a simple thought to Swami Vivekananda. If you want to know the real meaning of ecstasy, please go and meet Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Because of this word, Swami Vivekananda took a chance to meet Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. When he met him, first time he didn't get that what he called, nothing has impacted him after seeing him, his philosophical truth. And the second and third time when he met, and he realized he has got a potential philosophical thought which can really give importance to our Hindu scripture. So Swami Vivekananda become an ardent devotee or a follower, whatever you call. You know what he said? Swami Vivekananda said, I choose to forget my knowledge. I want to be with you, he said. It doesn't mean that he wants to forget his studies. What he meant is, he wants to forget his ego that he has studied so much and learn the simple philosophy from Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He took his blessings and later he spread this Hindu scriptures throughout the world. Now he chosen to do such a wonderful job. Even today we remember about his activities. Now friends, we also choose many things in our life, but we don't sustain with that. So what I say, first decide, determined, then resolve, then committed. It becomes a chosen path of your success. Okay, this is what I come to tell you through this video. So choosing aspect is one of the powerful choice we have in our life. Anytime we can change our thought, anytime we can change our feelings, anytime we can choose the right path, even if you are directed wrongly by our own self, it can be rectified and do well. For example, students who are failed in exams or miserably, they can change their thought, choose the right path, right direction, and the right to master's grace, what I call. Learn new techniques and do well in your life. And prove yourself one of the best human being on this world to give back what you are intended to give. So choose right thing. Like, there's Anthony Robbins says, decision equals your destiny. So whatever we decide, we take our decision, it equals our destiny. Let our destiny be unfold in many ways to the benefits of others. Last but not the least, strength doesn't come from the physical activities. It comes from indomitable will. That's what Mahatma Gandhi said this. With this, I'll finish this, the 10th episode of TFC, Think, Feel and Choose technique. Hope I've given you something valuable insight into you, and be with me for the further of this thing. Thanks for watching, and may you all be blessed.